One of the biggest reasons why I see people not achieve the goals that they really want to achieve in their lives is because they simply don't believe in them. They don't identify with the person that would achieve those goals. Let me paint a scenario for you. Has it ever happened to you that you wake up one day full of motivation? You decide, you know what? This is the day I am going to actually start pursuing this goal that I've been meaning to do for a long time. This is the day that I'm actually going to start going to the gym, or this is the day that I'm actually going to start running, working on that business, whatever the thing is, right? And so you start doing it. And the first day, you do it great. You go for it, you do everything, you crush your goals, you feel fucking amazing, and you go to sleep feeling great. Wake up the second day, do it again the second day, maybe even the third day. But then the fourth day hits around, and something happens. Suddenly, you kind of lost track of why you started doing it in the first place. The sofa starts looking a lot more attractive. Your TV, Netflix, starts looking a lot more attractive. Going out for that beer, going clubbing, whatever is the thing that would set you back from your goal. And then you miss that day. And then the day after, you miss it again because you missed the day before. And then you just stop. And the cycle keeps on repeating itself. You start, you stop. You start, you stop. You start, you stop. Asking yourself, why? Why do I stop every single time? Why can't I just stick to this thing? It's because you don't identify with the type of person that does so. When I was very, very young, I took up a very nasty habit, smoking, right? I used to smoke cigarettes. I'm from Italy, I'm from Rome. So there, kids literally start smoking when they're 14. It's like completely normal there. So I started smoking at that age. And at age 17, I was smoking half a pack of cigarettes per day. That's a lot of cigarettes for a 17-year-old. Most people, when they quit cigarettes, what do? They say, oh, I'm gonna quit cigarettes. So I'm gonna reduce the amount that I smoke. Or I'm gonna look up what's the best ways to deal with the withdrawals. And whenever people ask them, do you want a cigarette? They're like, oh, I'm trying to quit. Oh, good for you, you're trying to quit. That's great, that's amazing. But then they start smoking again once they get stressed or something bad happens or they just lose sight of the goal. The key is in the I'm trying to quit. You're not trying to quit. You're not a smoker. If you want to quit cigarettes, then you need to tell yourself, I am not a smoker, period. I am extremely tired right now. I do not feel like making this YouTube video whatsoever. But I identify with the type of person that does the work when they don't feel like it. No matter what. If you want to start going to the gym consistently, then you need to tell yourself, I am a gym goer. I like going to the gym and I am the type of person that goes to the gym, right? I've been going to the gym for a few years now. What happens for me is that I go every single day and maybe I miss 1-2 days every few weeks. But when that happens is I just keep going. I never stop because I am a gym goer. It's ingrained in my identity. I am someone who goes to the gym. If you want to build a business, you can't tell yourself, oh, I'm trying to build this business, or I'm trying to figure it out. No, you are a business owner. You are a CEO. How does a CEO behave? Does a CEO wake up at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 midday, and just not do jack shit all day? No. A CEO wakes up, maybe even at 10 a.m. You don't need to wake up early. It's just do you. You do you. But a CEO wakes up and starts working on their business because that's what business owners do. Now, you might be asking, Yeah, that sounds really cool, Pascal, whatever, great, but how do I actually apply this to my life? How do I ingrain something in my identity? It's by making a decision. Whenever you feel discomfort, whenever you feel resistance toward that goal, use that resistance as a trigger to remind yourself of who you are, of who you want to be, and who you really are. Because the thing is, the person that you really are is the highest version of yourself. You need to start thinking like that. You need to identify with the highest version of yourself. If the highest version of yourself works when they're tired, if the highest version of yourself keeps their promises and keeps their words to themselves, if the highest version of yourself exercises, eats healthy, you need to be that person. You make a decision. You decide, I am going to be the highest version of myself. I am going to be a gym goer. I am a gym goer. This is my identity from now on. And you start going to the gym. Day 1, day 2, day 3. And then day 4 comes around, right? Which is, maybe it's day 4, maybe it's day 5, maybe it's day 7, maybe it's fucking day 2, you know? But the day comes where the cycle would be broken because of a reason or another. The way to break the cycle is to go to the gym, is to work on your business, is to do the thing. Because the moment you feel the resistance, you're like, oh, I am feeling this resistance right now. But I am a gym goer. I am a business owner. I am a healthy person. Therefore, I'm going to act this way. And the moment you act that way, when you don't feel like it, you are taking a small step into reinforcing that identity. Identity and actions are a feedback loop. The actions that you take reinforce your identity, and your identity reinforces your actions. So it's gonna be the hardest at the beginning. That's simply how it is. But the more you do the actions, the more you reinforce the identity. And the more you reinforce the identity by sitting with yourself, by knowing who you want to be, by visualizing the person that you want to be and being that person and telling yourself that you are that person, the more you reinforce those actions. It's not easy. That's the truth. If you came to this video for a quick solution, for a quick fix, a quick hack, then click off. There's no quick hacks. What do you think? Come on. It's hard work. But if you do the hard work, the hardest work, which is now, then it'll get easier. Now, many people make yet another mistake, which is thinking that they need to become this incredible person all at once. As I said, the hardest work is at the beginning. And nothing is going to take away from that. The hardest work is at the beginning. Therefore, how can we balance that out? How can we make that hard work comparatively easy by doing one thing at a time? So let's say that the highest version of yourself wakes up at 5 a.m. in the morning and goes on a run and then meditates, then takes a cold shower, works on their business for 4 hours, eats a very healthy lunch, goes to the gym, keeps working on their business, makes a YouTube video, whatever it is, right? Like this perfect, amazing daily routine that the highest ideal version of yourself has. If you try to do that all at once, if you try to do that daily routine, good luck on getting 1 day of that done, never mind 2 or 3. You're setting yourself up for failure. As much as you can reprogram your mind to identify with a specific version of yourself, there is still going to be a shitload of resistance. And, there's a limit to how much you can effectively reprogram all at once. So you're going to want to start with one. Out of all of those goals, out of all of those habits, you are going to start with one. And you're going to start with the easiest, simplest, most effortless version of that habit or of that goal. So if you want to meditate, then you are going to, this is your new morning routine. You're going to wake up and you're going to meditate for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. If you're supposed to meditate for 1 minute, how are you not going to do that? It's harder to not do that than to do that. It's literally only 1 minute. And by meditating for that 1 minute, you are reinforcing the identity and starting to build up that identity that you are someone who meditates. Now, after you've been meditating for 1 minute a day for a week, scale it up to 3, then scale it up to 5, 10, 20. All of a sudden, you're meditating 20 minutes a day. That's a hell of a lot better than where you would have been if you had done nothing or if you had done everything at once. So, what are the key takeaways of this video? Number 1, you need to update your identity in order to make new habits or new goals stick, in order to get out of a cycle that you're in. And number 2, you need to start with one thing at a time and with the simplest and easiest version of that one thing. So your homework for today, and I want you to write this down in the comments below. What is that one thing that you're going to start doing today, not tomorrow, today? Because it needs to be easy enough that you can literally get up and do it in this moment. So what is that one thing that you're going to start doing today? The simplest version of that one thing that you're going to do every single day for the next week. And number 2, write a sentence of the new identity that you are embodying with this new habit. I am someone who meditates. I am someone who goes to the gym. I am a bodybuilder. I am a business owner. Whatever that is, write it down. I'll see you in the next video.